Welcome, lovelies. Thank you for joining me today and being here in this moment. My name is Tydeja. If you are new here, you can call me Deja D, like the rest of the family. And welcome to D-Love Journey. Here in this community, we journey to our higher selves. We share our laughter, lessons, breakdowns, breakthroughs, and just encourage each other to love thyself and learn thyself more and more every day. If that's something that you can get down with, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the journey. Please go ahead and like this video now before you forget. So today we are doing a yoga video. It is going to be something a little bit new. I recently reposted a yoga video. For those of you who did watch that, it was a video I posted last year, but the frame was really bad. So a lot of people were asking, hey, like, can you fix the frame? I decided, yeah, let me try. And we are now on our way to 500 subscribers. Yay! Cue the alarms. So we are also having a giveaway for the 500 subscriber mark. If you are new here and you haven't heard about it, go ahead and go to the community tab in my channel. You will be able to see there where we have all of the ways to enter and also, just everything, what it's about. So definitely check that out. For those of you who are new to yoga, this is basically a combination of 5 to 8 moves that you would put together in succession, and you do these moves to kind of go through a full body stretch. It's something you can use to start your day, or also something you can use to end your day. If you don't have much time, you can just use this flow, maybe run through it, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, whatever feels good for you and your body. So this might be a little bit challenging for those of you who are more used to beginner friendly. However, it is very accessible. I will be sure to mention any modifications in voiceover. The key thing I want you guys to really remember in this moment is to breathe. Breathing is the most important part. So I will be sure to cue you as we flow through. You want to make sure you're filling your lungs with a lot of oxygen, so that oxygen can then be transferred to the muscles and the places in your body that need it the most to be able to really relax into that stretch. Okay? As always, if anything feels uncomfortable to you, please back out of the pose. Do not be afraid to sit something out or modify something that doesn't feel good to you. And if all else fails, bring yourself back down to child's pose, or seated pose like this until you're able to get back into the flow. All right? Last thing I'll say, be sure to go at your own pace. Yoga is not a race. Yoga is about stretching your body to your own personal limits. So I want you guys to make sure that you are doing what feels good to you. This is Curvy yoga, baby, so I'm definitely going to be mindful of the pace and flow in which we move. I will try to go through it very slowly the first few times and then just flow at my own pace, but you take your own pace, okay? Don't feel rushed to stay the speed with me. Okay, that is all the housekeeping I have. Let's go ahead and get started. I will meet you guys right here down on the mat.
All right, now that we're down on the mat, let's go ahead and meet in child's pose. So you are going to have your feet together, knees spread wide apart on the mat. Go ahead and sit your bum back down onto your heels as far as feels comfortable for you. And then outstretch your hands to the top of your mat and resting your forehead down on the mat. Here we're going to take a few deep breaths, breathing in and out. Following the pace of your own body, I want you to go ahead and take a few deep breaths here in this child pose as we mentally prepare for this flow. If you feel like rolling your forehead side to side, feel free to do that. Maybe you want to stretch your fingertips out further to get a deep stretch in your back, or sit your bum closer down to your feet. Here in child's pose, do whatever feels good for you. I want to remind you guys again that this is at your own pace. breathe through these poses, and if anything does not feel good for your body, any sharp pains, pinches, slowly ease yourself out of that position and come back to this pose, child's pose, okay? So again, taking another deep breath in and out. Go ahead and walk your hands up, and we're going to start our flow by moving into a downward dog. So, pushing up onto your toes, I want you to slowly pedal out your downward dog. This is our first one of the day, so we want to get our legs very stretched and comfortable. Then you're going to look at the top of your mat and step your feet forward. Deep breath in, rising all the way up to standing position. Breath out. And extend your arms up to mountain pose. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, go ahead and lower your body to forward fold. If you need to, put a bend in your knee. Breathing up to halfway lift. We're going to put our hands on the mat and go ahead and move into a vinyasa. So that consists of our upward dog, breathing in and breathing out, pushing your feet up into a downward dog. Beautiful. Now, if this is new to you, I'll try to be a little bit slower with the next one, okay? So walking your feet towards your hands, you're going to breathe all the way up into a halfway lift, hands on your knees, and breathe out down to the mat. Beautiful. Breathing all the way up into a mountain pose, hands come up to the sky, palms together, and breathing down to a forward fold. Beautiful. Bend your knees for more relief here, okay? Breathing up to a halfway lift, hands come onto your knees, straight back, and breathing down, hands to the mat. We're going to take a vinyasa, so step back, feet planted into a plank. Let your knees drop to the mat and push up into an upward facing dog. Then tuck your toes. If you need to, you can push back onto your knees before coming up to your downward dog. Don't worry about your heels touching the ground. And now we're going to get flowing. So walking up, we're going to do a halfway lift, breathing out, and back up to a mountain pose, breathing in. As you breathe out, release your upper body down to the mat. Beautiful. Breathing up to a halfway lift and back out to a plank. Take your vinyasa, step back, forward plank. Knees come down to an upward facing dog. Stretch that back. Deep breath out, pushing our feet up into a downward dog. Step that downward dog up, plant yourself comfortably, and get ready for another flow. Stepping forward to your hands, you're going to lift your upper body up to a halfway lift. Deep breath in and out as we release down to the mat. Beautiful. Now moving into a chair pose. Breathe in. Go ahead and bend your knees. What's comfortable for you. You're going to make sure your feet are wide to the mat. Your hands are up straight, not up straight to the sky, but facing in front of you. You want to pull your core in and hold this as long as you can, as long as comfortable for you. Then breathe out, straighten the legs. Your hands come down to the mat. We're coming to our halfway lift again, breathing out, hands down, and stepping back to our vinyasa. So this is the B flow. Now, again, upward facing dog. Take your time in this. If you're not flowing at the same pace as me, that's fine. These are the same basic steps we're taking, and the whole point is to do it at your own pace. So once you get up into your upward facing dog, you're going to lift your right leg up to the sky and swing it around to plant your feet into a lunge. Now with this lunge, you want your back foot to be diagonal. Your front foot should be planted strongly in front of you. Don't overextend your knee past your toes. And breathing up, up, up with your arms into the sky. Feel the strength of your body as you ground down into your mat. Make sure you keep your hips square. As you breathe out, hands come down to the mat. Go ahead and slip that foot back into your downward dog. And we're going to hit our plank. If you need to, again, use your knees. Push up to upward facing dog, and lifting the toes, again, back to downward facing dog. Beautiful. You are so powerful and strong. Now lift your left foot up to the sky. Go ahead and swing it back around. Now with this, you want to make sure your feet are diagonal. Again, don't let your knees overextend your toes. It's important that you keep your hips squared forward, so not to the side, but facing towards the front of your mat. And again, breathing out, hands come back to the mat. Slip your foot back into a plank. Again, knees come down for upward facing dog. Beautiful, really embrace that. And knees come back. If you need to modify again, this is a good way to get into your upward facing dog. Beautiful. Walking your feet back to the middle of your mat. Let's breathe up to a halfway lift and back out to the mat. We're going to come all the way up into chair pose again. Having your feet wide to the mat, bending your knees. Make sure that your head is not facing too far up or down, but more so in alignment with your arms. Perfect. Breathing out, down to the mat. Take your halfway lift and plant your hands back to your vinyasa. Going into the plank, upward facing dog. Beautiful. And downward facing dog. Stepping your feet forward. Take a few deep breaths here. We are almost through this pose. Again, we're going to do the right side. Feet up to the sky, extending your leg. Now, the forward lunge. So I like to just come all the way up and move my foot. Make sure your hips again are squared straight towards the front of your mat, and really lean into that. Then plant your hands down on the mat. We're going to move through another vinyasa to our upward facing dog. Beautiful. And lifting ourselves back up to a downward dog. This is the dance of yoga, and you are successfully flowing through it. Go ahead and lift your left foot up to the sky, extend that leg out to the side, and adjust your lunge, however is comfortable for you. Going to breathe up to the sky and sink ourselves down to the mat. Beautiful. Let that foot come back to meet the right. We're going to place our knees on the mat and do our upward facing dog into downward facing dog flow. We are almost through. Go ahead and breathe up to the halfway lift and breathing down to the mat. Let's take it into our chair pose one more time and really sink down. Let's go ahead and breathe out down to the mat. I know our legs are tired at this point, so we won't sit in chair too long. Plant your hands down to the mat, step back and lean forward into your lunge. Knees down, upward facing dog. Beautiful. Flip your toes. Go ahead and push your booty up and back to your downward dog, walking our feet into the mat. And hold. Catch your breath here, ladies, gentlemen, gentle people. I know we've been working hard. We're almost done, okay? So go ahead and really push yourself into that downward dog. I want you to feel the stretch in your legs. We've worked it out a lot. Again, this is a good time to go down to child's pose if you need a break. You can go ahead and come down to the knees. Okay, so now we're going to move into wrapping things up. Go ahead and meet me in child's pose again, toes together and knees spread wide on the mat, feet down to the heels and arms out front. Allow your forehead to rest on the mat. Take some deep breaths. I know we did a lot of work here. Be so proud of yourself and everything that you did, how far you pushed your body, okay? As we move from our flow into our final Shavasana. So go ahead and make your way down to your mat. We're going to lay on our backs. Let your feet spread out wide on the mat, fully relaxing yourself. We're going to stretch our arms up in a goalpost and fully relax our bodies. You also have the option to place one hand on your heart and one hand on your stomach and just breathe. As you breathe, feel your stomach lift, feel your chest expand, and release that air. Beautiful, beautiful. In this moment, we show gratitude to our bodies. We show gratitude to the strength of our legs for allowing us to get through this flow, the power of our arms for holding us in this experience, and the full capacity of our lungs for continuing to support our internal and external bodies. This is a great time to connect with your higher being, your higher self, any spirit guides, ancestors that you connect with daily, to show gratitude for this moment that you're spending with yourself, this moment that you are spending with the universe to become a better version and connect more deeply to who you are. Go ahead and enjoy this moment. Now feel free to pause, stay in this moment of meditation as long as you'd like. But for the sake of the video, let's go ahead and slowly wiggle our toes, wiggle our fingers, move your head side to side if you feel good with that, and awaken your body from this meditative state. Let's transition into our fetal position, which represents the transition from our practice here on the mat into our everyday life. You're going to lay on your side, hands resting on your arm. Take a few deep breaths, and as you prepare yourself to raise up and end this practice, show yourself gratitude for making this moment available to yourself, for taking the time to practice wellness. And as we lift ourselves up, meet me in a seated position, and we will go ahead and close out this practice with our chakra affirmations. All right, so sitting in a cross-legged pose, go ahead and prepare yourself to breathe up. We're going to take a deep breath in and out. Maybe stretching your neck a little bit. Lift our arms up. We prepare to set affirmations for our crown chakra. So bringing our palms to our crown, we remember that we are connected to divine source, that the universe provides us so much knowledge, that we are open to wisdom and open to learning ourselves deeper and deeper every single day. As we move our palms to our third eye, we are reminded of the gift of vision, that no one sees the world like we see the world, and that we are unique in what we are here to see and create. Giving gratitude to the divine for our unique vision. Bringing our palms to our throat chakra, we remember to speak life into ourselves and to speak life into those around us, that the power of the tongue can create beautiful things in our lives, and that we are capable of anything. Bringing our hand to our heart chakra, we open our hearts and we fully feel the love of the universe. We are loved and we are loved. We are capable of spreading that love through just simply being who we are. And bringing our hand to our solar plexus chakra, we are reminded that we are unique, that our light shines brightly in the midst of all adversity, that everything that we experience is here to create our story, and no one can tell our story like us. We are full of confidence and trust that we are in alignment with our higher selves. Bringing our palms to our sacral chakra, we remember our intuition is our greatest gift from the divine. We trust our gut instincts and we feed our body the energy that allows it to be in alignment and fully functional. And our hand to our root chakra, we remember that we are safe. I am secure. I am capable of anything. I am protected. I am divinely guided. I have everything that I need. Taking a deep breath in, we want to accept all of these affirmations into our body, palms open to receiving all the blessings that we speak over ourselves and everything that we couldn't imagine to create being poured down from the universe. Namaste. Much gratitude, and I hope you enjoyed this practice.
All right. I hope that you guys enjoyed that practice. I really enjoyed sharing it with you. It was really nice to get the blood flowing. Definitely felt the blood flowing. So definitely take this and take your time. The more you do it, the easier it will get. And challenge yourself. See how many of these flows you can do within a 5-minute period or a 10-minute period, a 15-minute period, whatever feels good to you. And yeah, just have fun with it. I hope this video finds you with an open heart and that you join the journey. If you are here right now, please go ahead and like this video. Again, if you look forward to seeing more like this, please subscribe, join the love journey, and yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. If you have any recommendations of things you'd love to see, please drop that in the comments. I'd love to hear about it, or you can always DM me on Instagram at DLoveJourney. And I hope that on The Love Journey, you continue to learn yourself and love yourself more and more. Until the next time, peace.